Welcome back. I know, a little bit late for my normal schedule, but I've been kind of busy. So, we have a small bit of news. There's a couple of machine gun squads from the past that are blasting back. So, these are two of the legacy, true legacy squads for the game. We have the German Bar squad, and we have the Chauchat squad for the USSR. These are actually both squads that I have, so we can actually look at them in-game. So what you're getting with these guys, by default, you're getting 4 machine gunners. And a few years ago, that's all that you got, nothing else. But Darkflow, in all of their wisdom, saw fit to give us an engineer slot. And that was great. So for like a year and a half, something like that, we had 4 machine gunners and we had a tech tree engineer who, you can outfit with whatever you want to give him. You can see how mine's outfitted. Mine's an engineer too. And now, with the most recent Tigers of Burma update, they saw fit to grace us with 1 more soldier. So now, in addition to the tech tree engineer, you can add on a second engineer or an AT soldier. Now, personally, I like to diversify my squads, so for me, it would be an AT soldier, although I don't have one currently sitting in here. However, there is merit to bringing a second machine gunner. Remember, all machine gun teams can build the heavy MG position, and having extra depth in your engineering core means that you can maintain that longer, plus you can build more rally points, you can build more ammo, so on and so forth. And for machine gun teams, ammo's kind of a important commodity. How are the Chauchats themselves? They're alright. Compared to the Madsen, arguably I would say anything is better, since I personally don't really care for the Madsen. The Chauchat really pushes that, though, because, well, the Chauchat only shoots at 300 rounds a minute. And there are semi-auto rifles in this game that shoot faster than that. In some ways, it feels more like a heavy automatic rifle. I mean, effectively, it's closer to being an automatic rifle than it is to being a light machine gun. And in my experience, it's not the most wieldy weapon in the game. It can be a little bit cumbersome and, it's got its fire rate issues. It's not always the most accurate thing in the world when you're moving, because it is a light machine gun, or at least it's classified that way in game, so it does perform better if you're stationary. Would I recommend them? It really, really depends. I thought that they were really cool, and right now this is the only way to get the Chauchat in game, and it is a somewhat iconic gun. So, for me, they were worth it. They are BR2, and there aren't really a whole lot of alternative squads at BR2 that you can bring, so you're better off from a competitive standpoint with the half-track. However, I think these guys are really cool, and the addition of the 2 extra slots, bringing them up to a 6-man squad, they're very competitive in just a pure soldiery sense to their tech tree alternative. So it's really going to be up to you. I don't think that the gun is particularly competitive, but I don't think that the gun is bad either. It's just, you really need to understand what you're getting into with it. And actually, you know what, just to show what I mean, let's go into the practice mode, just so you can see what I'm talking about. Because like I said, I don't believe that this squad is bad by any stretch. But you can see how the gun is not exactly the most stable platform, and it doesn't fire particularly quickly. You can, however, set them up, and they can be nice. I mean, any machine gun, when you set it up, is usually pretty good. But I find the best use for them is to treat them more like like a semi-auto rifle. And then, let's say you're clearing a building, then you can cash in on your automatic fire. And they're doing a respectable amount of damage per shot. It's over 13 a shot. I think it's, what, 13.2? Yeah. So, the decision rests with you. I think that they're a very interesting alternative to the Madsen. I don't know if they're necessarily better, but I think that they're really cool, which is why I got them. Now, moving on to the other squad that's come back, we have the Browning WZ 1928. And this squad follows the same format. It was originally a 4-man squad. It got an engineer. Now it's got an engineer and an AT soldier. I have mine equipped with these VG-15, so not super well upgraded, but they suit the assault style that I use with these because these are very, very good guns, and I definitely push with them. This is a squad that I would personally recommend. I enjoy these guys a lot. There are other alternatives at BR3, like the MG13 squad, but these are generally more cumbersome. Like, they're pretty good at being aggressive. I don't think they're as aggressive as these. And I also just really, really like the camo schmucks that they have. I think it's one of the better looking outfits in the game. So, let's bring them in once again just so I can show them off. But this is a squad I actually genuinely enjoy. This is a squad that I would absolutely pick up. The thing is, because these are squads that have just recently come back, I know they're probably not going to really be on sale or anything. So they're going to be a little bit pricey. And I'm not sure that they're going to be worth that to everybody. See, at range, full auto, they can be a little bit all over the place. But when you're storming a position, they can be very, very good. As you can see. They do only have auto and semi-auto, but I think that's fine. Some people like auto slow. I think they've got pretty decent sights on them. I think they look fairly unique for a bar. They are, I believe, Polish bars. Polish. They shoot at 660 rounds a minute, which is pretty respectable, and they're hitting for 13.2, just like the Chauchat, but this is at BR3. So, the downside is you get BR3 matchmaking. The upside is that you get a much, much, much better gun, and you get some of the best-looking German soldiers in the game. Plus, you can outfit these two guys however you want, and this guy does not have to be an AT soldier. He can be an engineer, just like the other one. So, let me know what you think down below. Do you guys have these squads? Are you going to pick them up? Like I said, they might be... Well, so the Chauchat squad's probably not bad because it's BR2, but it might be a little bit more pricey because it's a legacy squad, and I think the legacy pricing is a little bit different than the modern pricing. This squad probably is a little bit on the pricier side, but I can't see the gold value since I already have them. But I've had them forever. I like them. They're probably not, like, price to efficiency worth it as much as, like, getting the half-track on sale, or, I don't know, maybe getting the BR2 paratroopers, or BR1 paratroopers, because Germany has those. These fellas. But I like them. I think they're pretty good. They make a nice complement to my Gold Order FN Model 1930s. As you might be able to tell, I kind of like bars. So, they both find their way into my lineup. As per usual, get out there, kick ass, take names, and win your games.